Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get it set up. And I got that message. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gemini Twin Ascension. Yeah, it's a little early, so you may catch mom mode a little bit. But a couple things I wanted to talk about. I'm going to try to talk low so I'm not screaming. Because I should be joined here in a little bit by Ophelia Grace 1111. And when I do a joint broadcast, I have to wear the headset, otherwise we get massive feedback from it. So I'm going to try to talk kind of low. If it's a little loud, please, if you're on the live, let me know. I'll try to watch for viewers to come in and we have one. So if it's kind of loud, let me know. I'm going to talk about a few things. I did a little video yesterday talking about kind of one of the things the Karmic did yesterday. He's a Karmic, what do you expect? But I'll go into a little more detail now since I don't have to rush the video. I've got time to talk about it. We were at my 13-year-old's basketball game last night, and typical mom I was. Beginning of the game, the opposing team was being really, really physical, kind of hugging our boys at some points, and I, just made a comment, talking to my dad and talking to the Karmic and my dad. This isn't a football game. You don't do that. Oh, Melissa, is it too loud? I'm trying to talk kind of low because I know this headset can get loud. But I made. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you now. I made the comment that, it's not a football game. And then a mom from the opposing team was sitting like right behind me. And I hear her parrot back, well, this isn't a football game. And for the next half of basketball, she was back there, mimicking, mocking me, And I was just like, finally I had enough of it. Right before halftime, I got up. And I looked at Jeremy and my dad, the Karmic and my dad, and I said, I'm going to the bathroom before I say something because some people around here really need to grow up. And I said it quite loud, intentionally for her to hear me. And of course, you'd think, husband, would stand up for his wife. No. Oh, towel. Okay. It's going to echo if I leave it on, and I'll have to come out and come back in if I take it off. And what you heard wasn't feedback; it was the door squeaking.
No, it's from your headphones.
I don't know. I don't hear it. Now it stopped. It stopped.
Oh.
Imagine that. You can fuck off because I'm still going to talk about it. But you'd think he would, stick up for me because that's all I really said. This isn't a football game, and then you have this. Never really left high school mom, bully mom behind me, mimicking and then making fun of everything that half. And Karmic's like, well, you do the same shit and taking up for this woman. I'm like, the only thing I said was this isn't a football game. Because I've learned, being on the sidelines of football to keep my mouth shut because the referees can hear me. And that's the only thing I said. And then, of course, the rest of the game and half the rest of the night, that's all I was hearing. But you say the same shit? No, I don't. I'd rather keep my mouth shut. And then today, he was trying to make me feel bad that he has blue balls. Normally now I keep a pillow or something in between us just to prevent that. But last night apparently the pillow or something got moved and I ended up like right against him. And I have restless leg really, really bad. And when I do that, I move around a lot in my sleep. Well, apparently I was backed up right against him and rubbing against him and caused him to have a hard on. Go figure. The wind blows, he gets a hard on. And then today he was trying to make me feel bad. Oh, it hurts. Oh. And I'm not, I've been told you, I'm not going, we're not going down that road again. But the thing that gets me is that this just happened within the last hour and a half. Well, a couple hours, because he called me when he first got to work, that he's had his name on the board for about 2 months now, for the 14th, because for one, it's the Army-Navy game. Karmic was in the Navy. My son was in the Army. It's a really big deal for us. And with my son being home from the Army now, they can finally watch the game together again. So when we found out what day the game was, he put his name on the board so he could make sure to have it off. And while he was off of work last night, the other guys there at work decided they were going to wipe his name off the board and give the weekend to another guy. And of course, he's calling me, bitching about it. I'm about ready to quit. I'm about, just. So I did two things. I messaged the acting supervisor, which is supposed to be one of Jeremy's, the Karmic's friends. I shouldn't say his name. It's supposed to be one of the Karmic's friends. And I said, well, thanks for taking the weekend away from him that he's had on the board for 2 months before y'all decided on this whole weekend rotation thing on who gets the weekend off. And then I made a post on Facebook about it as well. About, I don't really give a crap, because the other thing we had planned for that night was he wanted me and him to get dressed up and we were going to go watch Nutcracker Ballet. I've always wanted to go watch it. Well, I don't really give a shit about that. What my concern was that I know how much he was looking forward to, watching the Army-Navy game with my son. So I made a post about that, and I actually called out the supervisor that's supposed to be his friend, and I told him, it's like, I didn't tag him in it. He's not on my friends list, but I'm pretty sure the Karmic showed it to him. I said, you need to stop and think a bit, sir. I said, the Karmic almost missed our son's senior football banquet just so you could stay in St. Louis with your family that was having surgery. But luckily, everything went good. The guy got to come home and go to work. So how many times has he given up his weekends for somebody else so they can do something they need, and y'all want to turn around and do this to him? Well, you'd think Karmic would be, happy I stood up for him, and no, instead I get bitched out telling me to take the post down, that that he doesn't talk that way about my friends, and, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, he wasn't really acting like your friend. So, and, if he's your friend, you should have called him out for acting like an ass. You weren't going to do it. You were just going to, once again, let him roll over you, but you were going to sit there behind the scenes and bitch at me about it. So I said something about it. And he's like, well, just fucking forget it. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. He says, act like I don't care. I don't, do anything. So when I do something, I still get bitched out for it. So catch-22 there. But as you can, the title shows, there's a lot of testing going on. Karmic's testing us. A lot of the masculines testing us, ghosting or saying things that, in their heart of hearts, that they don't really mean.
I sent him the link, so don't speak too much.
I'm not. But just saying things they don't mean. So it's a test of patience, especially for me. Am I just, because the Karmic keeps pushing and pushing and pushing, the whole sex issue. And I'm still holding firm to my ground. I've told him I don't trust him, and it's not going to happen. But he still keeps pushing and insinuating and doing this and that, and then my twin, I haven't heard from him
Sorry, I got
about a week.
and find my teeth. Brush my hair. It's a little lopsided.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in about a week. But yeah, mine. I need to wash mine here in a little bit. I'm not worried about it right now. But yeah, I know what's going on with my twin. He is busy. It's the holiday season. More than likely, he's going to be traveling overseas again for family. We haven't really discussed that. I'll ask him when he messages me. Probably at the end of the week. They should always support us in public, even if they disagree. I think that's what I was doing. He didn't call me out. Didn't comment on the post I made on Facebook. He just messaged me about it and was bitching at me about it. And I even sent Ophelia the screenshots of it. And I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. You know, I'm trying to be supportive, and you want to act like that, you know, and you wonder why I don't trust you. And I flat told him, I said, I'm not taking the post down. He said, well, at least take his name out of it. I said, he's not tagged in it. You know, it's not like I put his full name. I said, Mr. Robinson. I didn't tag him. He's not on my friends list. Yes, it is a public post, but, you know, you act like an ass, you're going to get caught up for it. That's, but, let's see. What was the other thing? I did wake up this morning hearing, and I posted about it on Instagram, the Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me. And then on the way home a while ago, I kind of heard, you know, that was the feminine talking. And then on the way home from picking the boys up from practice, I kind of heard a masculine response to it, I belong to you. So it's just kind of, they know, but they're scared.
I'm hearing somebody you used to love.
I heard that a lot, but for me, that's more of a Karmic song because he knows that I don't. So when and I have to try not to laugh when I hear it when we're in the truck together because I know what's going through I can feel what's going through his head when he hears that song. I'm like, well, shouldn't have been such a abusive asshole, and you probably still would have had me.
See, I just keep repeating, got kind of used to being someone you used to love, so.
Yeah. But,
your tongue is like sandpaper and it hurts.
What?
You're knowing it hurts.
We have 2 viewers. So Melissa's one, and I don't know who the other one is.
I am.
Huh? You are? Okay. Okay.
We have 3. I don't know who the third one was. Maybe he popped on for a second. Just long enough to hear me say, don't say too much. I send him the link.
Oh, it could be my sister, too, because I think she's got YouTube set for notifications whenever I do a video or something. Because it's easier to talk about it here and then let her watch it, and then we talk about it and then have to type out everything that's fucking going on. And I'm waiting for her to say this, and I know she's thought it, because several years back, she was married to a really abusive, I don't even really want to talk about this dude, but I was on her ass about it. It's like, you don't have to take it. And you know, I was calling out everything he was doing. He's isolating you from your family. He's manipulating you into doing what you want. She missed her daughter's high school graduation because of this asshole. Because my niece didn't want him there. And of course, she decided she was going to side with him. And she missed her daughter's, and you know, she regrets it now. Thankfully, they've mended everything. But yes,
testing, not really saying what they mean, apparently.
Yeah.
So
but I was giving
on the receiving end.
Yeah, perfect example of not listening to your own advice is what I was getting at, because I was on her ass about all of this, and then basically the whole time I'm sitting there dealing with the same shit.
I'm gonna used to be in someone you love. You into my fall, and you're not here to be
Yeah, did you hear that?
Just shuffled these cards. My voice is starting to go down. Go figure. The chicken noodle soup is wearing off.
Oh, damn. Alright, which cards do we want to use first?
I'm just going to use the same ones I've been using for the monthlies because I got 3 more monthlies to do.
Yeah, now I have all 21 decks sitting here.
Speaking of which, Melissa, did you watch the Virgo one? It's only 5 minutes.
And apparently, and I put this on earlier, didn't realize I must be channeling my Cancer rising tonight.
Oh, also for the reason I wanted you to watch the Virgo one. The reason I wanted you to watch the Virgo one is because the Empress comes up in the Virgo one too, for the sign Virgo, and then so does the same Archangel. Different message, but same Archangel, and I'm watching it, and I coughed or something, and I'm saying I lose my voice and lose the train of thought, and I said, "Please forgive me." But for Libra is the card of forgiveness. So can we film like 24 hours apart with synchronicities?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like the Virgo one, it was like the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins came up together. So did the King and Queen of either Spears or Swords, I can't remember. And then the Empress card came up for the Virgo. And then in the Libra one, it was Emperor and Empress, and then King and Queen of like Spears again. And then 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups.
Okay. You watched me open it. It's opened something we all need to hear right now, and I talked about this the other night. The Dear Universe book, I love it. It's got little mini meditations and things in it. It says, one of my dearest mentors, Scott, I can't pronounce his last name, teaches the following piece of wisdom to his clients and students around the world. Awareness precedes understanding. Understanding precedes change. This means nothing will ever change in your life unless you become aware of the reasons something has to change. For example, our Dear Universe moments when we cry out for help are instances where awareness is at the forefront of our experience. Throughout life, we peel back the different layers of awareness, almost as if we were peeling back an onion. Each layer represents a different path of understanding at different times of our lives. This is often accompanied by getting older and accumulating wisdom from our body of life experience. Remember, when you truly feel aware, you can catch yourself in a present moment of self-realization. You remember the truth that spirituality and awareness is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Our awareness arises from understanding that as humans, we never have it all figured out. We are all on a journey to learn, grow, and pay attention to the reality that is being presented to us. And then the little meditation at the bottom, it says, Dear Universe, may I focus on my breath? May I become aware of the animated force within my body? May I become aware of the ways in which I can improve my life. May I hold awareness of the present moment. So be it, so it is. And as I was reading that, I keep hearing cycles. Um, Once you become aware of a cycle, it it's easier to break free from that cycle. Like, this whole issue with the karmic, he'll buy me stuff, and then all of a sudden, bam, he blows up again. Oh, I'm so sorry, and it'll start over again. The honeymoon, all of that bullshit. Um, but when you're aware of what's going on and kind of why it's happening, not necessarily why, but aware of what it's trying to teach you, it makes things a lot simpler.
What's it trying to fucking teach me?
Patience and faith. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a negative. Out of all the things that's going on in my life, I did not think that would happen right now. And that's it. So thanks for throwing it all at me. I appreciate it.
Tell her. Oh.
Oh, did I not tell you?
Not all of them.
The heartbreak? Oh, and then the whole time I was doing the Libra video, the little game of Facebook, I kept opening it up to like refresh because, like I said, I'm learning new things about the cards, and it kept opening to the justice page every single time. Like directly kept opening it to the justice page.
If it comes out again, I'll know. The cards are like really, really jumpy tonight.
Mine aren't.
Okay. Told you. Oh. Basic confirmation of what I've been saying. Thank you. Nope.
Confirmation way to say it to me.
Huh?
It's the confirmation way to say it to who? Me? Because I ain't listening.
Yeah, you'll see in a minute. Wow. Okay. His is the 27th. That's kind of funny because that's my anniversary. Okay.
Shit.
Nope, sorry, don't have to.
Divine masculine, under the divine masculine energy, we have the 3 of swords.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the crowning energy, we have the fucking 7 of swords. Someone's cheating. They're trying to get away with something, but that's usually when they're combined together for me, the huge cheating starter. Moon being revealed. The Emperor. The Death card. The Tower. Right? Divine timing not clear on travel. Travel is being delayed. I got too many cards in front of me. I gotta look at them for my scores.
Yeah.
It's probably a karmic interference draw, to be honest with you.
Well, there's a little kiss for whoever's trying to interfere.
Every bone in my body tells me to put every single one of these cards back and reshuffle.
What?
But do you think I'm going to? No, not right now.
Get that cat out of here. Okay.
My spread's due next Tuesday.
Okay.
So I need to get it done. I'd like to have them by Friday.
Well, not tonight.
I know. Ow. We can't even do it. We can't even do it tonight, can we? You don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh, we'll deal with it later.
Well, I need a...
I know. Okay.
I'm putting all these back. Because I'm sorry, I don't trust the whole cheating thing between divine masculine and divine feminine thing right now. It doesn't feel right. So I'm putting these back in the drawer.
Okay. I don't know. Huh. Okay. Okay. I'll be glad when I can get back. Oh, good Lord. Okay.
got to work today and they were playing Christmas music and everyone looked at me and said hi. And like, someone turn that fucking shit off. That was literally the first thing that came out of my mouth. Someone turn that fucking shit off. That tells you what type of mood I've been in.
That's what I thought. This fucking card's been coming up a lot. Alright. So, from the masculine to the feminine, first card that comes up is the Knight of Wands. Again, travel, immigration. Yeah.
That came up under the union things too. But
yeah.
Like, reshuffled because it was with a bunch of like back and forth energy.
So they're working on that. They might be a little slow, but they're working on it. They know. And then we have Goddess. This is honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. And the masculines are calling us to see the beauty in ourselves that they see. They've seen it for a while, and it's not just. Okay, just making sure it was charging. It's not just this. They see inside. They see that beauty, and they're wanting us to, recognize it more ourselves. And then we have from the Angels and Ancestor deck, and this is kind of funny because they came out together. We have Mountains, stand your ground. And Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. This goes back to kind of what I was talking about a while ago about standing my ground with the Karmic. I'm not giving in. I'm not, that's not happening anymore. And the masculines, there's something that's going on in the feminine's life, and the masculines are saying, stand strong, be patient, know what you deserve, and don't accept less. And then we have the Lovers. Do we really need to say anything more about that one?
Yes.
No, we don't.
It also means choices.
Yeah. All right, let's see. These went out of order. Okay.
Something's interfering with me trying to pull these fucking cards. Probably my own energy, to be honest with you. How about that weirdo commenting? So glad to see your views on saving money. It was a card, dude. It was a card.
Yeah.
Fucking financial support life coach.
Okay. From the feminine to what?
I'm probably gonna have to switch decks because it keeps throwing literally the whole deck out at me.
Yeah. For the and I just forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
I just read. There it is.
No, it's not.
There's something in.
Melissa got off.
Did she? And eating comics there.
Yeah, he's trying to start a fight with her. I was getting ready. I looked down, just saw it, and was getting ready to tell her, no, it's not you.
Okay. Yeah. From the feminine to the masculine, we have the Queen of Cups. And this is, she's basically calling him out. She can see that he's not acting himself. She can see that there's something, amiss. She's wanting him to look into himself, figure out why he's acting the way he is, because she knows it's very uncharacteristic of him, the way he's acting right now. And she's calling him out on his shit. And we have 8:18 on the clock.
He's not giving me a chance to.
Hmm?
All right. I am going to say this one because all three came out as a group. We got the Devil, Five of Spirits, and the Hangman. Commitments are being tested. Someone feels like they're stuck. and commitment to being tested with temptations. That one I will.
Yeah. And then we have dance. Manifest your dreams through dance. This is not just dance, it's moving meditation. It's a little bit of play. The masculines are, doing too much focus on certain things, and that we want them to get out of their heads. And it's just kind of funny and then we have Shield Maiden and the Knight, and the Shield Maiden says make plans and focus. Focus on what you want, what your heart wants, not what your ego is telling you should do. And then we have the Knight says be brave and honest. And this isn't just being honest with the feminine. It's be honest with yourself. What do you really want? Don't listen to what everybody else is telling you should want. What do you want? I can't see what it is.
I still kind of got, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
As you say, you really want happy family home life with your divine feminine, not with a bunch of other people. You don't want to fucking settle.
Yeah.
Right now, you're choosing to settle.
And then we have the Star, and the feminines are asking the masculines to keep the hope, knowing things are difficult right now, but better times are ahead. Things are going to work out the way they're meant to. And then the messages from Spirit. Why do we only have? Oh, the other ones are right here. Okay, so let's see. And this is what I was talking about a while ago, and I've repeated this to you already, and it's already come out in the cards from you. Messages from Spirit. We have tower moments are happening for both twins. It's breaking down, rebuilding. Breaking you down to, is this really going to happen? The doubting coming in, we're being tested. And building everything back up like, this is what I want, this is where we're going, I know it's going to happen, but we have to break ourselves down to get through to that. And then we have Beloved, which says prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. And I know my own masculine, my twin, has issues thinking that he is, lovable. He doesn't think he's good enough. And he's actually told me this. He said, I, honestly think you're out of my league. No, you are the perfect one for me.
I just decided to smoke at the window, and all the smoke's going right back up in me.
And then from the angels and ancestors, we have autumn and spring, and that's kind of funny because these were coming out for a reading that somebody did for me the other day. It says release the old.
Jump forward, call back.
Yeah, it says release the old and rest, autumn. And of course, the Raven's coming up again. The Raven's been coming up a lot for me lately. And then, get rid of your old way of thinking, that things have to be a certain way, that not everything is as it seems on the surface. And then this one has been coming up a lot too. It says, see your seeds grow. It's a spring card. You don't eat the fruit the day you plant the seed. You have to have the patience, water the seed, nourish it the way it's supposed to be and watch it grow. You don't just plant the seed and immediately,
6 years of patience, I think, is enough.
And then we have, hang on, I'm going to double check something before I show this one because there was something in it I read the other day.
And just so everyone knows, I am actually angry over a bunch of shit in my life because it's like everything's literally, it's a tower moment, and my entire life is burning down around me.
It's not. It just appeared, like I said, not everything is as it seems. Yeah.
The only thing that's missing is a literal. I can't say it. It's the only thing that's missing. How many viewers do we have, by the way? Is it still just me?
No, Melissa's been typing. I just can't read with this shit. Trying to start a fight. I should log off. No, you're not. That's, shielding.
That was what she wrote earlier, and she logged off.
Yeah. Yeah. The last card message from Spirit is the Three of Cups.
That's not a celebration card. It's a cheater card.
That's not. Nope.
Okay, it means celebrations too, but I also got the fucking Three of Swords with the Seven of Swords. Cheating. Yeah. But that's more or less my point. That's why I said I'm done and I put that deck up. I'm going to pull out another deck in a second.
Okay. I'll let you talk for a minute. I gotta go pee. I don't know if I'll be able to hear you from back there. So I'm just gonna leave this in here. Because my headset will disconnect.
Just put it on Bradley. She can't hear anybody right now. I'm going through some shit, a lot of shit. I am literally like, oh, speaking of which, I need to take my Mucinex again. Living on Mucinex right now. And Flonase. Finally got my voice back after not having it for 2 days. We're running a fever off and on all day. Getting evicted. Can't find a place to live yet, but it's coming. I'm just hoping it comes sooner than later. Oh, I fell flat on my ass on the ice the other day. That was fun. My back hurts. I see the chiropractor bright and early in the morning. I threw my hip out. That was fun. Real fun. My whole back hurts now, and my hip hurts worse than what it did before. I have a few important people in my life right now. Not one of them live in the same state as I do. It sucks. And I'm also going through personal issues too, and I'm pissed off about shit I shouldn't be pissed off about. But here I am, pissed off about it. I don't know what else to talk about at the moment. She just leaves me with this and tells me to talk. I'm in a pissy mood. And she tells me to talk. Okay, let's try this again.
Oh, okay. Letter of a perpetually pregnant woman, I swear. Ow. Gotta love it. Let's see what I've been saying the whole time. There's a tower moment going on, and the cards just confirmed it.
My tower moment. Are you saying he's mirroring my tower moment?
Uh-huh.
Bullshit. Come on, you flipped over. Oh, we have another viewer. Oh, shit.
It's only showing one on my end.
We got two. Unless they hopped off already.
What?
Maybe he jumped on to see what I was talking about. Just watch me bitch. That's all
I
do. I just bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. The root of the issue is Helpless and hopeless. And right below that just so happened to be the root chakra. Choose your battles. It's win or lose. Okay, what's the crowning? Third eye chakra. You know better. Stop acting like an idiot. If you have a well-deserved reward, reach out. Sexual desires. Because healing is beginning. Emperor and Empress. Oh my god, seriously? Emperor and Empress. One right after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because you mentioned mirroring. Solar plexus, Sasha. You're mirroring feelings. The opportunity is going towards it. It's level bound. Teach, which is also the Hierophant. Marriage, divinity, divine law, trust, take a leap of faith. I'm just pulling these off the top now. Like, this is literally, justice in isolation is stupid. Why are you in it? Because you're strengthening bonds. You need to blossom and grow stuff. Coming together. Okay, I literally think I just pulled shit for me. I just kept pulling. I pulled literally just half the deck off right now. But Emperor and Empress. Okay. Divine masculine energy, darkest spheres. They're coming to the surface because this is challenging times. Power moment. But you need to look at a place with unconditional love and you need to let go of control of the situation. Stop trying to control it. Stop trying to push people away because you're fearing something. Divine masculine, stop it. Divine feminine. You need to confront your shadow side, plus secrets are being revealed to you. But you need to learn to give and equally receive. That's number 6 in love. But you also need to take the lead of your own life, and you need to find clarity of the belief, divine feminine. Excuse me. Union energies, daydreams and decisions, releasing shit, resting and reconsidering while you're releasing shit, because you're healing the chains that bound you, bringing balance into your life between the masculine and the feminine. This is union energies, and then we have the Emperor and the fucking Empress. Move, fucking travel. You can manifest this fucking union. Bam. Card read. Apparently I wasn't supposed to pull any more cards tonight. Joy and stability. I guess it could be worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you go shut the train horn off?
What?
Can you go shut the train horn off?
I wish I could. You have any idea how much I get, how sick I get of hearing that? Okay, so my new deck.
I like that train too. So yes, I do believe that.
Yeah. My new deck, the Divine Feminine Oracle. I got 2 cards that come out. The first one is Saraswati. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably butchered them. The goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. And the self-knowledge thing. What page did I open up to a while ago in the book? It was aware, right? And I'm sitting here reading while you were talking, reading through this. And it says, when we are aligned with the essence of who we are, then what needs to be communicated through us, whether with words or music or artwork, can flow. When our creativity feels blocked or stagnant, it isn't because the waters have dried up. We might fear this, but the truth is that self-awareness is the key to unlocking our creative flow. When we take the time to return to the essence of who we really are and nurture that essence, we realign again with the river of expression that the soul generates. She is the reminder that anything we create that purifies us in the process of making is a blessing. Our art should be judged not on popularity, but on its power to transform us. She is a call to return to the essence of our true self. The energy of her card is of change for more self-knowledge, more awareness of our own unique soul and what our needs are in this moment. She leads us back into that. Please stop that. She leads us back into that finely attuned space where we can express with ease and grace what the soul desires most to share. And that energy feels like a river moving through us. It heals, it liberates, and it inspires others to return to their own essence as well. The soul voice meditation, it says, what is one word to describe the essence of my true self? And that one I really don't know. I have to think of that one. Akalinda. Akalinda? Akalanda? 96. Oh, just kind of close. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, no, I pulled these ones for myself.
The other one that I pulled, and I know I'm going to butcher this, in Akalanda. It's the goddess of the never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. It says, many of us exert tremendous energy and an effort not to break or fall apart. We resist our grief, our heartbreak, or we deny the need to change until the choice is no longer feels like it's ours. Something sideswipes us in our ordinary life and shatters who we think we are and how we identify ourselves. Here's where Akalanda reminds us vulnerability is our greatest strength. If we are always broken, we can never break. She is the most intimate and personally powerful goddess because she meets us in those moments when we can feel most alone, most exposed, and most afraid. She models how to thrive in the midst of change. She uses pain to joyfully and purposefully transform. She sees everything as an opportunity to release what isn't serving her. And she knows that being broken isn't a failure or something we should avoid. It's actually the whole point. We are here to let our ideas of ourselves go up in flames, so that beneath the ashes, the soft core of who we truly are arises. And so that we remember that it's not the heart that ever breaks, it's the ego. The heart only ever expands.
No, so my ego's breaking, not my heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I was egoic and thinking shit would happen.
This is a test of you letting go of control, complete surrender.
Also, basically, hermit and just not communicate.
No, you can communicate, just, I don't know. I done forgot what I just fucking said.
Heartbreaking, egoic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I pulled some cards for me. We got secrets and planning, because I asked what's going on between me and my twin. So we got secrets and planning, inner child wounds, avatar babies, seek advice from lighthearted individuals. I'm seeking advice, Tabitha. Tar pit, free yourself.
Hey!
Surrender to the divine, trust. Wanting a happy, all right, so here's the part 2 where I said what's going on between me and my twin. And then we have twin flame, same soul blueprint, soulmate, integrity, honesty, loyalty, destiny, and wanting a happy family home. Breaking the cycle. Hug a tree. Enjoy the little things. Sexual desires. Change is necessary for growth. Stop people pleasing. You can't build a kingdom while you're trying to please everybody else. Past life remembers. Signs and synchronicities. Mirroring. Epiphanies. Divine timing. Ancestral karma. No, it's not.
You can tell you're being a little cynical right now.
Follow your heart. It's your compass. Divine feminine. On pure intentions. Probably because I'm very egoic right now.
I know.
At least I'm admitting it.
Yup. Makes it easier to work through it.
See, if I can admit my shit, somebody else can actually give me the chance to actually talk about it. Instead of talking and doing all the talking. And then expect me not to want to talk 2 days later when I finally am like, okay, this is bothering me. But then again, when you're friend zone, I sent him a link to this, and now I'm going to regret everything I'm saying right now.
No, you're not, because you're speaking what's on your mind right now. And this is, if he watches it and he sees it, maybe he'll understand how you're feeling right now.
He won't. Instead, he'll ignore me more.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't. Stop saying that.
That's what he does. It's patterns. Actions speak louder than words.
Yes, I know, but you keep saying that, and what is that doing? What do our thoughts become? Okay, so he's not going to do that.
I don't get it. I seriously thought that's why we were talking every night. And that's why the texting slowed down, because we were actually talking and having conversations. Just for me to be like, oh, well, oh, thanks. Thanks.
And it scared him.
It scared him because he was falling in love with me again? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't think it's so much that it scared him. It's just I think he feels trapped.
Oop.
It makes me feel like I'm the one trapping him.
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
See, people, this isn't just your lives. It happens in everyone's lives. I shouldn't have sent the link to this.
That's all right. I doubt very seriously he'll sit here and watch my entire video.
He thinks you look like the Grinch most of the time. He's like, she looks like she's pissed off all the time. I was like, you know how your karmic is towards you? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that's how her karmic is towards her. Are you happy when that happens? And he's like, no. Well, neither is she.
I promise you, I can be very nice. I really, really can. Ask my twin. But
Well, at least your twin gets the chance and actually makes effort of traveling towards you.
But pissed me off, and I was labeled a psychotic bitch as a teenager for a reason. Pissed me off, and you're going to regret it.
Yeah, he's going to watch us, and I don't know what he's going to think. Not talk to me for a while.
Yeah, that reminds me of...
That's all I wanted to do was tell him how I feel about the situation and where I was coming from, and I don't get the chance. Like, it took me a couple days to muster up the courage to do that. It's not just him that has to muster up courage. It took me a couple days.
Yeah.
It's all about you and how shy you can be. Maybe I can be shy too, and I was.
Okay. The whole psychotic bitch thing reminds me of something that happened when I was...
I'm not going to draw the right ones right now because my energy is horrible. Because I'm egoic at the moment.
When I was... I was about... I want to say 14, something like that. It was right around the time one of the times my parents split up. I was dealing with a whole lot of shit, and there's this one guy. Was always a complete douche to me. We were, of all places, we were at a church picnic, and I was waiting in line, and I was going to get on a ride with one of my friends, and he's back there behind me, and I don't even remember what he said. But he said something smart-ass to me, and I fucking snapped. I turned around and punched the shit out of him.
Oh my God, he's going to watch an hour into the video anyway.
Yeah, but I punched the shit out of this guy, and out of the corner of my eye, I catch one of my other guy friends. It was his cousin. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch him because this guy, he reared back like he was going to hit me back. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this other guy. He's standing there with his arms crossed, just death stare at this guy, shaking his head like, do it. And I'm going to whoop your ass. Because my guy friend, he was very, you don't hit a girl. Granted, at the time, at judgment, at the time, he deserved it more than I did, but violence is never the answer. But I was going through a whole lot of shit.
I feel better when I use less muscles to tell a person off, or less muscles to slap a person than what I do when I tell them off. I feel better.
Yeah. But I was going through a whole lot of other shit, dealing with the stuff that was going on with my mom and dad. And like I said, I don't even remember what he said. It was just some smart-ass, snide, teenage douchebag boy comment. And I just snapped.
That's because boys are douchebags.
It wasn't really his comment that set me off. It was just kind of like he had pushed that button to release that spring that had kept tightening and tightening and tightening over everything else. And I felt bad afterwards, but damn, it felt good. Violence is not the answer, though. But to a 14-year-old girl that had been tormented by this asshole for a couple of years. And we have another viewer. Is Melissa back? Oh, yeah, Melissa's back. Sitting here next to him crying.
How many viewers does it say you have? Because I activated it.
It says I have 2.
Well, I don't know.
Here next to him crying while he is snoring, finally feeling feelings of suppressed. I heard a couple weeks ago. I'm finally processing my sister and him being together. That reminds me of that quote. If somebody can fall asleep beside you, knowing, they hurt you and you're crying, That is a giant, massive, blimp style red flag.
It's just, how can you fall asleep next to somebody? Like, this is what I don't get. How can someone go out and cheat on someone and then come back and sleep in the same bed as the same person every single night? I'm going from my own experience there with the ex. So. I didn't mean to hit a chord with you. I apologize.
What?
I didn't mean to hit a chord with you. I apologize.
Ouch.
Lex is getting ready to go live.
Is she? All right. Well, how long is this thing? Yeah, it's been an hour. Yeah, that's about.
Basically, trigger Jessica moments.
Trigger Jessica to move through the shit that she's dealing with and realize that it's a fucking test.
Ha!
Look at me.
Ha! How about
it's
my
test.
wax? My wax is being angels again. It's melting.
No.
I'm serious. It's a new candle. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an angel right here. Can you see it?
Now you'll have to send a picture too. The camera on here is like really the screen's really small.
There,
StreamYard. I can't. It's like really small. Oh yeah, I do see it. Oh.
Yeah.
StreamYard is great for collaborative videos like this, but when you're doing them from a little
we
device,
found a cop letting candles out.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. Again, being very ego.
Ow! Baby, come rub my butt, please.
I am throwing a temper tantrum. That is what I am throwing, a fucking temper tantrum. Like a 2-year-old.
Well, stop it.
It makes me feel better.
Well, as long as you're doing it in your own home and you're not hurting anybody else, there's no harm in it. Scream, yell, punch a pillow.
Yeah, except for doing it on a live video and actually stating things that could actually hurt someone's emotions. So.
Ow. All right. Is there anything else? No. I didn't think so.
Yes,
Ow. The hell is that?
Straw.
Ouch.
I can't even see how many viewers we have right now.
I can't see anything right now either. Ow, my hips are hurting every time I lean forward like this.
You can see them, but I can't see them. It doesn't show me unless I'm in the video.
Oh. Yeah, it just shows Melissa. Ow.
It's because my twin popped on just to see me yelling and screaming. Going, she's throwing a temper tantrum. Oh, wow, look, that's what I did all day.
Stop projecting.
Well, it's a lot better than being sad like I was for the last 24 hours.
Ow. I think I have stripy socks on.
I am grieving. Let me grieve.
Yeah. Ow.
7 stages of grief. 5. There's not 5. There's 7. Don't forget to repeat stages 1 through 5. And then think you're over it and then repeat again.
I'm hot. Hey. Hush up.
Hey. No. I'm paying the ass right now, aren't
I was talking to him. He's like, I'm hot. He's like, yes, you are. Shut up.
I'm paying in the ass, ain't I? Yes, you are.
Oh.
At least I have my voice back so I can actually rant for a minute. I probably won't have a voice again tomorrow because my throat's already starting to hurt from yelling. Then I destroyed my straw, which, by the way, this makes no sense at work. Half the stuff we have is still styrofoam, while the other half we're getting in is cardboard. Then we have a styrofoam cup with a bad plastic lid and then a recycled, like, plastic straw. Yeah. Makes no sense to me. Like, let's do somewhat good for the environment and then still throw a shit ton of styrofoam out there.
Yeah.
Just saying. Stop being hypocrites.
Oops.
What are you pulling cards for now?
I don't know. They just said pull one. We'll see.
I already know. Because Jessica's in temper tantrum mode and they need Jessica to snap out of it. Yeah, Jessica ain't gonna snap out of it. If I'm frozen, it's because I exited the screen for a minute.
Too many. That's one thing about this deck. It's really thick card stock. Oh, it's hard to shuffle them. Okay, those two. I don't know why, because I hardly ever use this deck. Okay.
Don't laugh at me. Bitch.
Yeah, bite me.
Hold on, let me
Hey.
turn yourself up so you can hear yourself fucking laugh.
No, thank you.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I'll mute you.
And then I'll send you the video shot of you laughing. What are you gonna do? Block me? Probably.
No, I'll just delete the video.
Will you really?
No. Okay, we got two cards here. The first one is the Eight of Forces. Lightning bolt. Lightning striking a tree in a storm. It says a lightning bolt illuminates the stormy sky, striking a tree down to its core. Puddles of rain upon the ground. This card shows that it's a time of splitting apart, a time of loss and disappointment, even a metaphorical death. You may be feeling wounded, grieved, or gravely disappointed.
Like my loss could.
Shush. At first glance, the event may seem sudden and unexpected, but in the light that flashes, we see the deep puddles of a storm that has been going on for some time. You've probably been aware of the threat and the difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. Now it's time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. There is benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning, and the storm to cleanse the field. And then we have, and on that note, cleanse the field, we have clearing the way. Four of Keys. Hang on. Like I said, I don't use this deck very often. Okay. The Four of Keys. It says, a man and woman have taken their carriage down a trail that's cut through the forest and continues to their beautiful home in the distance. A large downed tree that was just basically struck by the lightning. You see, it's kind of a little story here. Blocking their path. However, the young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. This card is a strong signal that it's now time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or with a creative project.
Can you start over again? Because I totally was not paying attention. I'm not trying to be a bitch. Like, I just now realized that you're reading. Like, it took me that long to realize that you're reading.
Oh, that's the Four of Keys. Says a man and woman have taking their carriage down a trail through the forest and continue to their beautiful home. In the distance, a large downed tree lies before them, blocking their path. The young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. This card is a signal that it is now time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. Masculine. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or a creative project. You must be clear-headed, so be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought. If you're too urgent and excitable, you may waste your energy and even cause damage. On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and...
That's funny. If you're too urgent and excitable, it might cause damage. Huh. Don't
be determined. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and your attention, the way of your dreams will be open. So basically right now, what's going on, the lightning strike, to me, it's kind of like a tower moment. It's taking the tree down, and it's causing a little bit of an obstruction in your path. But you have the tools necessary to clear this obstruction, to get to that happy home that's in the distance. You both carry the tools, but you have to use them.
Tell him that, not me. I've been using them. He's the one that's supposed to break them and throw them away. So now, as of right now, the only two I can think of is
gotta give birth to batteries.
Already gonna give birth to batteries. They're all broke right now, so technically none of them's working. I need a new one, but that costs money. So I'll just use the broken ones and be fine. Because I ain't going and letting some other guy dip their dick in me.
Nope, not happening.
Sorry, not my
Not even the dick that lays beside me.
I'm obviously really pissed off.
Ouch, we have no more viewers.
They should have known I was pissed off at work when I walked in. They're like, hi, and I'm like, turn this fucking shit off because Christmas music was playing.
Yeah.
They know I can't stand Christmas music because every Christmas for like the last 5 years has been a horrible experience.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a practical one, and everything's supposed to be happy and happen at Christmas time. First Christmas I got divorced. That was 2 years ago. Last Christmas, I fucked up. This Christmas, I don't know yet. We'll see if it's magical or not.
Alright, I'm going to end the live. Well, I need to go check and make sure the boys are getting ready for bed because it is 9 o'clock and they're supposed to be going to sleep. And I haven't heard
you were just
anything.
It because I'm being a bitch.
No.
At least I'm talking now, unlike I did earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not on the verge of tears anymore.
Yeah. But I don't want anybody having to hear me if I have to go in there and get on to them because they're not going to bed.
You might end up just deleting this live and doing another one without Jessica.
Nah. I'll leave it.
No. Please don't.
No, I'm going to leave it.
Please don't. Because I sent him the link and I told him, never mind, don't watch it. All I did was throw a tantrum. Like, I literally just sent that to him. And he does the total opposite of what you tell him to do. So he's going to watch it.
He's not going to sit here and watch the whole fucking thing. It's almost an hour and a half long now.
No, he will do the opposite of what I told him to. Because the one time when he sat there, the one time we did a live that was 2 hours long and I told him jump on and watch it, he did. And he sat there and watched 2 hours of it on and off for like 3 days to finish it.
He won't sit here and watch that video of mine that long.
No. I told him I was throwing a tantrum. So just to despite what he said, he'd get on to do it just to despite me. Because that's what he does. I'm going to do one thing, so he does the opposite.
Nah.
Why? Well, how do I know that? Because I'm one of those people. Don't tell me don't press the red button. I'll fucking press the red button. That's how I know he'll sit here and watch it despite of what I said. Because I would press the red fucking button.
And we have 2 viewers.
I would. Don't press the red button. Everything will explode. Let me press this red fucking button then. No, we're all gonna die.
Oh my god.
What? I know you. I don't think you've ever seen me in a mood like this before, have you?
Never.
Like not this bad.
Oh.
Like I honestly am considering getting back on PlayStation and just shooting people on PlayStation right now because that brings relief. Although I suck playing PlayStation, so they shoot me like a lot more than what I get to shoot them. Like literally the last match I just played with my twin, everybody else had like in the teens or 20s with kills, and I had 5. I had fucking 5. I died. My deaths were in the teens, but I only had 5 kills.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking hilarious.
My hips are killing me. Ow.
Try having your hip out because you're carrying a pot at work and your hip popped while you're carrying the pot and it threw your hip out. Then, just for 2 days later, literally last night, I slid and fell on the fucking ice and fell directly on my bad hip.
Ouch.
So, I didn't sleep last night because I was in pain from my hip. I couldn't stop coughing. Which I can fight back one right now, but I couldn't stop coughing, so I couldn't sleep. Couldn't stop coughing. And I was upset on top of that, so I just sat there and cried for 2 hours until I cried myself to sleep. And I also couldn't breathe, and I was a heavy mouth. It was disgusting. Like, it reminded me of one of those breathers when you're in, like, grade school.
Really?
It's, like, right over your shoulder.
What?
As I, like...
You're fine, baby. That's not a big deal. You're fine. Do they itch?
Sometimes.
You're fine. We'll keep an eye on it. What soap did you use?
No. That I always use?
I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it, and if it gets worse, then we'll put something on it. Okay. Please go put some pants on.
I kind of noticed like that itch a little, but it doesn't like this.
It just happens. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Yeah. Put ice on it. Ice stops the itching.
He said it's not really itching that bad. Take your cat, put some pajama pants on. Don't need to see you running around in your underwear, dear.
At least he's not running around naked like I did when you were here.
No, they won't.
I did once.
Good night. Turn the TV off.
I was pissed at that point in time. So I got home from work and had to shower, so I just ran around naked. And she's all like covering her face, so I'm like running back and forth. My house is like a coffin is bigger than my house, so it's not like she really could go in a room and hide because
no, I couldn't.
It's too claustrophobic in that.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's really small.
I could sit on the toilet and do this. And not even really bring my arms all the way out. I could sit on the toilet, put my fist right here on my wrist, have my arms out like this, and hit both walls. I kid you not. Her bathroom is that small.
While you're taking a shit if you want some time-saving activities. Not that I would do it, but it's a possibility because that's how close the toilet is to the sink.
Or taking a shower and cooking eggs. Flip the egg over.
I still haven't tried that. I should try that once before I move. Because that is like, but I don't cook to begin with, so. I need another straw. The reason I'm chewing on the straw, Melissa, is because I've been grinding my teeth. and my jaw on this side hurts. So if I chew on the straw, I'm not chewing on my teeth.
All right.
How is
Allie.
funny? I'm just irritated and talking, and she's just trying to counteract my irritation. You should see one backwards, and she's the one that's irritated, and I'm trying to be like, oh, peace, love, and fairy dust, and rainbows, and sunshine. And she's all like, fuck you.
Okay. Unicorn karmic kiss, bitch.
Look at the glitter in that fart. Do you shit cupcakes too?
Yep.
I will laugh hysterically if you somehow end up with another fucking subscriber after this.
I don't care. I think I've got 11 right now.
I have 31, but I'm just saying, like, I'll laugh hysterically because all I did was literally just throw a temper tantrum like a fucking Karmic for like 2 hours.
You're working through it. That's the best thing to do. Instead of
talk about why it was bothering me, I got ignored.
Well, it's better to talk about it with somebody, even though somebody needs to take the diaper off, stop being a child, and talk. But
that's the part that bothers me is I get ignored when I want to talk about it, and then finally when he talks to me, I don't want to talk about it no more, and I just bury it deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then it resurfaces again like a year later. And then I bury it deeper and deeper and deeper because he'll talk. But then when I want to talk, I don't get to talk. Because he just thinks that all I do is ramble on probably. Because that's what I think. That's why I said he thinks that. Because that's what I think. Where's my cigarettes?
Oh, fuck. Exclamation, not an invitation. You gotta talk first, mister.
I'm about ready to go fucking Fonzie my fridge because I'm tired of hearing it. I'll be back.
What?
Fonzie.
Oh my gosh.
It's not as loud as it was. Still loud and annoying, but not nowhere near as loud as it was.
There was only a couple of times that it actually scared me while I was there.
Oh, when it does its shaking thing when it's shutting off and it sounds like it's going to explode?
Yeah. But surprisingly, I didn't hear it while I was sleeping. I figured it would bother me because I'm a light sleeper. No, the only thing that bothered me was a freaking bitch jumping on my stomach.
That freaking bitch just looked at the camera and looked at you. And the only reason she jumped on your stomach is because she was trying to get a demon out of you that was trying to possess you. She was protecting you. So
Yeah.
the best way she did it, the best way she knew how is by jump on your stomach and blow all that hot air out.
And scared the shit out of me because I was sound asleep.
Well, you've seen how she is with me. I'll be sitting there. I'm starting to lose my voice again. Yay. She'll be sitting there and I'll be trying to fall asleep. And she's like, I want under the blanket. No, wait. No, I don't. Mom, will you cuddle me? No, I don't want to cuddle. I'm going to bite you. Oh, here's some kisses.
She's lucky she didn't hit the back door. Because she scared the shit out of me and I almost threw her.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I cannot sleep. Like, she'll sleep on the other side of the house, but the moment I turn the lights off and I go to lay down in the bed, all of a sudden she's in bed with me. And she's like, hi, Mom. Did you miss me? Here's some kisses. You ready to cuddle? Can I get under the blanket? I'm going to sit here and try to kiss your face for an hour while you try to fall asleep. And I'm like, I can't sleep while you're licking my face. So I have to sit there and blow in her face so she gets shocked and taken back. And then she'll sit there and then I'll push her away. Like, I'll just push her. I'll roll her over. And then when I go to roll her over a second time, because she won't leave me alone, she'll come back around and she'll put her claws in me and then bite me. And then one time she pulled my face in closer with her claws because I wasn't paying attention to her. Well, that is my power animal. She acts just like I would.
I said, love me now,
Hey.
damn it.
Pay attention to me. He's probably your second viewer anyway. Pay attention to me.
Oh, I'm back down to one.
Just Melissa?
I think so.
I think we're making Melissa's night while she's just watching me rant. Lex said I'll know when it's time to do a video when I'm triggered. Well, I'm sorry that it just so happened to be on your channel.
It's alright. Ow. Ow. I just looked at the clock.
Time, and this bitch was pissing me off. And she was talking about how I looked, and she thought she was better because she was a bitch and wore better clothes than I did. And she was madder than I was at the time. I was in like high school, and I looked at her and I was like, I might dress like a bum, but at least my shoes aren't screaming for help. And then she's like, blah, 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 because she wasn't even that big. She honestly was not that big. I was just being a huge bitch because I was pissed off at this time. And then she sits there and she keeps going on and on and on. I'm like, what's that? All I hear is your vagina flapping like chipped ham in the fucking wind.
Jesus Christ.
That was Jessica in high school. And right now, Jessica in high school is like coming back up to resurface for some reason.
Oh.
Long story short, like Tab said earlier, psychotic bits come out from time to time.
Yes.
The fucking roof just peed on me.
Well, my car does that.
That's kind of sucks though when you're driving because you got holes in the top.
I don't actually have holes in the top. It's the weather stripping around the windows. They don't seal right. So yeah. I need new weather stripping.
Go figure. Now he's trying to soul merge because I got really warm all of a sudden. Either that or else it's Michael trying to calm me down.
He's sitting there saying, listen, bitch, that's enough.
Then he can get up here and wrap his big bare arms around me and tell me, listen, bitch, that's enough. I'm here. Maybe I'll just cuddle my dildo when I sleep. Maybe I might be happy. At least it shows the affection.
Oh my God, I feel sorry for anybody that actually sits there and watches this whole thing now. Oh, Dios mío. Hey, quit.
You know what else would make your night, Melissa? If you just took the pillow and reached over and smacked them with them and rolled over and pretended that you were sleeping. I used to do that to the ex when he would snore. I would try to be nice because he'd sleep through anything. And I would do the head tilt chin lift thing and he would stop snoring for a minute. Then he would start again. So then I would remove one pillow because he would sleep with two. So I would remove one pillow, do the head tilt chin lift thing again. He would stop snoring for a bit. Then he would start again. This point in time, I was already pissed off because it's when we had my pit bull and I had not a moment of silence because in between his snores, the dog would be snoring and the dog snored loud as fuck too. But I was okay with the dog snoring. Just his snoring fucking annoyed me. So I would roll over eventually with the fucking pillow, beat him with it, and roll back over and pretend that I was sleeping. And he would wake up and be like, what? The coyotes are outside, and roll back and fall back to sleep. Like, he would totally sleep talk. One time he woke up yelling at me that Snow White was outside the window. And I'm like, good, go fuck her.
Oh, at least he was dreaming of fictional characters. Unlike the Karmic, woke up one night when we were still dating. He slept over because my dad was at a baseball tournament, and I stayed home and watched my little brother. So he stayed over at the house, and at one point, he sat straight up in the bed, like he was awake, points over at the corner and says, who's that standing over in the corner of your room? There's nobody there.
There was. You couldn't see him.
Yeah, yeah. And then he lays down, goes back to sleep. A little while later, he starts talking about people walking out of his back.
Oh, his demons.
Yeah. I just didn't realize at the time that's what it was. Oh.
I'm gonna draw a fucking limp dick. It's not even gonna be a perky one. It's gonna be a fucking limp one.
Oh, Jesus.
Drew it. And then it says, fuck you.
Oh.
One good thing that snow is good for. Whenever I used to live down in New Mexico, we would sit there and go to the lake all the time. And I would go literally, like, instead of making sandcastles, I would make sand dicks. And then I would walk back up and go back to eating at the cookout. Next thing you hear is a little kid, Bobby, what's this? Oops. Forgot to wash that away.
Oh. Oh, my God. My legs are really bothering me again. I think I'm going to have to go take a bath here in a little while.
Actually, some of the things that he said in his sleep, Melissa, is actually how I found out he was cheating on me a couple times. But then he denied it in person. But his subconscious sleep talking self told me the whole story. So pay attention to what they say in their sleep, because sometimes it's true.
Yep. I think. Hey.
Hey. Pay attention
What?
to me.
I think this is by far my favorite clear quartz piece. And I have a crap ton of it.
Kind of sad that we didn't get to sell any when you were there. Like, we're
I
just
know.
having them on the table, and like, we're selling people that look at them. That's what further they got.
With this one, well, this one, it's got, you can see little prisms inside it. It's so clear, but then it's got the angel inside of it.
You should advertise them as asshole charge, since I bring them all the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Or they should be like defense against assholes. Pick it up, throw it at their head. You're good to go.
Oh, speaking of crystals, Melissa, is that black tourmaline helping any? Oops. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
Oops.
I almost clicked to show one of the. I can't read right now. I swear I need glasses.
He better not get mad.
Good.
This video when he watches.
I'm glad.
I will be pissed. Pissed. Because his temper tantrums is silent treatment. You don't have patience for protection anymore. I don't see the point. You let friends out. Everyone friends out. Fuck you.
Your sound is coming through really wonky right now.
Was it blurred out? Good. I was hip blocking it so we didn't have to listen to it later. It might be
I can't understand what you're saying, but Melissa, I'm glad it's helping.
I need to talk.
I'm a unicorn. No, turquoise. This is my aqua aura quartz. Oops, I'm sorry.
Also can be used as well.
Yes, it could. But the Best weapon I've got is probably my gold sheen obsidian sphere.
Mine's a better weapon.
You would throw it at him.
Fucking bonk him on the head with it and it's not wrong. That would totally bust him over. And then I can light their hair on fire because they probably have too much hairspray. Fucking landlord. Sorry, other person, I didn't mean to. Anyway, alright, so when my dad got married the second time, I told him, I don't want to be in weddings. My brother was the best man, my oldest brother was the best man, and they made him honor for some fucking reason. Because he made his daughter the flower girl. I wanted to be the fucking flower girl. I don't care if I was fucking 16. But I wanted to be the fucking flower girl. And she told me I had to be the maid of honor instead of the flower girl. So I was pissed. Second of all, I just didn't like the bitch because she was a hardcore drug addict and got my dad back into drugs again. And I told my dad I went to the wedding. I made him 3 hours late for his own wedding, by the way. That should have been his wedding. Because she told me to go buy a pink dress, and I told her she could fuck the fuck off because I was not wearing a fucking pink dress. Because it was this color pink that she wanted. A fucking blush pink. So I went to JCPenney's, bought this really cute dress, by the way. It might have been pink, but I looked fucking hot in it. It was really cute. And it wasn't the color that she wanted. So she was bitching at me. She's like, blah, blah, blah. Because then after we went to JCPenney's, because that was a 40-minute drive, came back. And then I had to take a shower, get ready, curl my hair, and do my makeup. So I took my fucking time. Made my dad 3 hours late for his own wedding. And then we get there, and then she made me stand in the wedding. She's held up by all this hairspray, already drunk as shit, already high on drugs and fucking tweaking. And her dad's sitting there doing the service, and they left the, if anyone thinks these two should not be married, speak up, forever hold your peace. They left that part out. So I was sitting there trying to literally catch her hair on fire. I was 16 again. I was literally trying to catch her hair on fire and almost succeeded. Almost. My dad was sitting there laughing too. Like, it was fucking funny. Like, oh, my daughter's trying to catch her hair on fire.
But I'm going to marry you anyway.
Now they're divorced. He has primary custody of my little brother. Yet still, and gets a disability paycheck because he can't work because he has emphysema and he can't walk because he fucking broke his leg a couple of years ago because he was probably high and fucking broke it. Fell off a roof. And so he sits there, and when I was living with him, got pissed at me because I didn't pay his bills. And I told him, I'm not paying your bills as long as you're sitting there and you're giving your money to your ex-wife that you don't owe her because she has no entitlement to your money because you have primary custody, doesn't get child support anymore, and yet you're giving her $400 a month just so she can go party and leave you the hell alone. No, I'm not supporting that. I'm sorry. And then got mad at me because then my brother got mad at me because then my brother's paying all the bills. I looked at my brother and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot for paying the fucking bills. That's exactly what I told my brother. You're a fucking idiot. The only money I would dish out was money for firewood. Because my dad was in a coma for a month, so he couldn't go get firewood. So we had to order it. Because I worked doubles and I worked 6 days a week and I wasn't able to go get firewood. Because my older brother did nothing but work 6 days a week, but only worked 5 hours a day. Stayed on his computer all day long, like a jackass. For some reason, in my dad's family, my dad thinks that if you're a kid, you're there to pay for him. That he doesn't pay for you, you pay for him to live. Whenever I was 16, he stole all my money because I worked from the time I was 14. I always took my money. I never had entitlement to my money. Every car I ever bought, he sold and kept the money for himself. And then when I went to basic training, he stole $2,000 from me. And then I came back, and then he still had access to my accounts for a little bit, and then finished taking the other $2,000 that I had. And that's when I realized he still had access to my accounts after I thought he didn't. So then I went and changed my bank account over and all this other shit. Then he called bitching at me because he needed money. And I'm like, you just stole $4,000 from me. What else do you need? So then when I went to Iraq, the only thing I asked him to do, because I didn't have the money at the time and I was not going to have cell phone service, I was not allowed to have my cell phone, was because I was still in Fort Dix, New Jersey, So, I mean, I had access to my cell phone, but like once every 3 weeks. And I told him, can you please just pay this bill for me? It was $600. The only thing he did was not pay it, and I owed $850 by the time I called them and paid it. Again, this is also the same father that told me I'm no longer allowed to store my stuff at his house, that I need to get a storage unit. I'm like, oh, thanks, I can't afford one of those. And then he's like, well, if you can't afford a storage unit, then I guess you're losing all your shit. And by the way, you're not moving back in. Not that I want it to anyway, dickface. Now let's talk about my crazy mother. My crazy mother. Melissa's messaging me.
Yeah, she messaged me too. I just haven't opened it yet.
Oh, okay. Is she still on here watching?
I don't know.
For the candle, since you ain't got a candle holder, do you have a shot glass? You should have a shot glass. You're with Karmic. There should be like 5 shot glasses in that house. Stick it in a shot glass and stick it on top of a plate.
Hey, Jesse. Hang on.
Dakota! No, you wanted me to pay attention to you. I'm paying attention to you. Don't get mad at me. Oh. This one.
What? Spuds.
She wanted me to pay attention to her, so I picked her up and paid attention to her. Now she's whacking her tail off my back. Speaking of which, where is the other one? Kaka.
She's in the closet.
No, she's not. I was just in there. Negative. Try again. She's not in the closet no more because the closet's empty because I took all the clothes out so they don't use it because it pisses them off. Lisi. Oh.
She is in the shower.
No, she's in her bed. She was hiding so she could attack my ankles when I walked past.
Nah.
Hermiting.
Oh. Yeah, somebody is really anxious and stressed right now, too, by the way. Because I've noticed when he's having issues, my nails start breaking.
It should work. Just make sure you don't bump the table or the counter that it's on so it doesn't fall over. Speaking of which, I saw your one-on-one glass, and I have one that's kind of like it. This girl needs some wine. I have wine. I have wedding shot glasses a friend gave me. Probably from some failed marriage. I never had a wedding. I got married at a course house in a pair of jeans and a tank top for $25.
I got married in my daddy's living room by a preacher who was also a truck driver whose CB handle was Hacksaw.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I got divorced for $200, $250, and in 4 days. Got married in 25 minutes for $25 and got divorced in 4 days for $250. I just turned on the to get a drink of water and totally just soaked Spuds' head. And I just ate a quart of chicken noodle soup. Felt better. Now I feel like a shit again, and I'm hungry again.
I just actually looked at her.
That works better.
Oh.
Yeah, alcohol, yes, because it's still going to run over, possibly, since it's leaning up against the side. But all of my
What?
plates and stuff, Melissa, are all hand-me-downs. Usually, most of them. My cups aren't. I have an obsession with coffee cups for some reason. Or used to. Some of it's
The
gone
best
now.
way, if she's using a shot glass to burn the candle, is when she first lights it, turn it sideways, let some of the candle wax drip down into the shot glass,
She's
and then
using a smaller thing like this now.
but if she puts some melted wax in the bottom of it and then presses the candle down to it, it should help it stay there.
And everyone else I know for Tupperware has that cheap plastic Tupperware, and then you have me, and all mine's Pyrex glass dishes. Like, they're all different sizes. I can bake with them. I can stick them in the freezer, stick them in the microwave, and I can also store things in them. I have small ones too. Oh shit!
I'll be right back.
Small ones too. I have a smaller one than that somewhere. But yeah, I have Pyrex glasses because I like stuff that I can literally, I've tried it once because I saw it on a commercial that you can take it from the freezer to the oven and it won't break, and it's true. The only time that I had anything glass break is when I let my mother-in-law borrow it and it came back broken. The jelly jar is what it is. I will pour this water on you if you want to chill in the sink. That's what's in my cup. You wanted to know what was in it. I poured it in front of you, not on you. Do not get mad at me. She's playing with the water. Who throws temper tantrums like a 5-year-old when they get pissed off? This girl. Figure the longer we make this live, the less likely he is to even watch the first 5 minutes. Love the man, but I don't want him to watch my temper tantrum. That's why he won't have temper tantrums in front of me. Like, it's not going to happen when he's finally up here. If he comes now, I'm friend zone now. But I'm not friend zone. There's more to it, and I haven't told anybody half of it. I just keep repeating that, which ain't true. I cannot cross that off. Today is not over yet. Not 10 minutes. My throat is starting to hurt again. I'm sorry, nice tactic for what I forget now. Oh, how the video be longer.
Ouch.
I'm lucky if I can get him to watch a 5-minute video.
Sorry, I had to pee again.
Maybe I should just, like, not even message him good morning tomorrow. He wants space. I'll give him space.
Okay, I'm sorry, but yes, Pyrex will break. It can break. Trust me.
I just saw 35 viewers and it went back down to 30, not viewers, but subscribers. And then changed back to 31. I'm losing my mind. Oh, Melissa, what'd you think of the videos since you watched them?
Ow. Train. Is Lexi still alive?
It was funny also when there goes my voice again. When Tabs was up here, I took her to go see my aunt. And my aunt's sitting there saying, I never call you shithead. Less than 10 minutes later, I said something, you shithead. But speaking of my aunt, I'm starting to wonder if what she said was true. She said it. Now it's happening. Maybe I am just naive.
No, you've allowed that doubt to creep in, and therefore it's manifesting.
What I'm pissed is that when he was my boss, I never got to have sex in the office. Would have been fun. Never even had sex with a man. That would have been fun too. Then I wouldn't have to cuddle a dildo at night for affection. I can't see anyone's comments. I have to keep going over and scrolling down and seeing Melissa's comments.
I have to keep leaning forward to look at them like I'm some freaking blind person.
Watch Ophelia destroy a straw. Give him space. Yeah, that's what he wants. In literally 5,000 other words that do not say give me space, but that's pretty much what he's saying. He wants space, but he's not going to like it when I give space. And then he sits there, he's like, I don't want you to feel obligated like you have to text me. I don't feel obligated anymore. I used to, but I don't now. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Not cool. It's not that I even felt obligated to text him. It's just second nature. What bothers me is when I don't text him. Like right now, I just want to sit there and pick up my phone and be. You can ask Tabs. That takes a lot of restraint for me not to message him for 3 days. It drains me. I'm annoying like that. I will send you 51 messages in a row with no remorse.
Because you haven't gotten to that point where you realize that the separation is not really separation.
That's because he keeps saying shit.
Do you see me freaking out anymore over P not messaging me?
That's because you and P had that since you've been together. Me and mine constantly. It was always a constant thing.
Yeah, but I used to freak out when he'd go quiet.
Speaking of which, look at my cheeks right now. What do you see?
It's really dark. I can't see it.
How can you not see my face?
Because my screen is really, really small. Yeah, remember, we're not on video chat.
Let me just put a beard on my face right now.
I hear sirens.
They're coming to get me. Shit. I just realized I'm charging my phone and not my remote. I need to charge my remote. That's more important.
Alright. We've been on this live for almost 2 hours.
We have been, but Melissa's enjoying it.
Well, we can always do a well, that's right. She can't do video chat.
Yeah, she can't talk. She can type, but she can't talk. I downloaded an update for Fortnite. Maybe I'll play Fortnite tonight. Melissa, do you still got Fortnite? Because I know for a fact most of the Fortnite, you can cross-platform phones with everything else.
Ouch.
Like every time I scroll down to look at the comments, it's right by the question that says having issues. Yes, I'm having a ton of issues.
I clear coded them. Ow! Damn.
Nope, mine still look like shit. See?
Well, mine have been breaking. That's how I know there's something going on with him again. When my nails start breaking, yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm so stressed out.
No, it's stressed out.
All right, so they're doing this thing with and it pisses me off, but it also pisses the son off. They're doing this thing with Modern Warfare and trying to turn it into fucking Fortnite, where you pay $60 to have the fucking game that you play online, and then in order to play multiplayer online, you have to pay for PlayStation Plus, which is like $10 a month, in order to play multiplayer online. Because that's how they got money. Then on top of that, in order to get these new skins and new guns and better weapons, so you can kill people with one shot instead of 500, you have to buy a battle pass now. They're trying to make it like Fortnite. But at least with Fortnite, you still get good shit for free.
Yeah, Mater said something about a PlayStation Plus card for Christmas. I mean, PlayStation's not happy enough. You know, the $400 for the console, and then turn around and $60 a pop if you want the newest games. They gotta, you know.
And then you're lighting your Palo Santo like I do, instead of like you taught me.
Oh, I don't want it. It's getting to where it's kind of short. If I hold it that way, the flames flare up to, yeah. See, if I do it this way, they flare up to where they almost burn my fingers.
Mine's shorter than that.
Oh, I also just put nail polish on, and I really don't feel like catching my fingers on fire.
Let them burn.
No, thank you.
Yeah, look how short mine is.
Yeah, but it's actually a pretty big chunk. See?
And so is mine.
I gotta buy my mom some for Christmas.
I figure the shorter it gets, I'll just use needle nose pliers to hold it. You could buy your mom some Palo Santo.
Yep.
Does it clear energy as long as raising the vibration too, or just raise the vibration?
What?
Is it clear energy or just raises vibration?
Both. But my sister bought me this box from the Native Crone, and it had a really small piece of, well, it had a fairly thin piece of palo in it, so I lit it at my mom's and let her and my sister smell it, and my mom fell in love with it. She said, I really love the smell of that, so I'm going to go get her some. But my little painted box.
I like playing with fire. It's actually a lot bigger than what it looks in this camera. There we go.
I have yet to burn my herbs, though. Not the incense stuff that she sent with it. And then my little blue candle. It's a meditation box is what it is. But she makes her own little candles, too.
Is that billowy? Or thin?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with thin.
A little bit of both. It's thin right there around you, but as it gets past you, it's billowing out. So
it's my energy. No,
yeah.
It gets past me. It doesn't. It gets thinner.
Not from here.
Oh, okay. I will. Damn it! I wore holes in my socks. These are my bamboo ones. They're environmental.
Those are actually good for diabetics.
I love my bamboo socks. It's just I keep wearing holes in them.
And I'm adding more to your little ash jar right now. I haven't worked on your black salt yet.
Oh, I started a new one.
I know, but I've been adding more of mine to it. And it's weird because my Palo Ash, it's white. Yours is always black.
That's because I do it with the sage ash too, and I just put them in the same thing.
Well, you've seen my little jar, my personal jar of Palo Ash. I think it's in the living room.
You do have this video to where it's not fit for children, right?
My whole page is like that.
Okay, good. Because I think it just goes if you just, because so far every video that comes up, I think says that. I'll be shocked.
Yeah, my whole page is set that way. Because I do tend to cuss a lot.
Hey, full moon's coming up, right? So I need to charge my crystals.
What?
I said a full moon's coming up, right? Because I need to charge my crystals.
Next week, I think. So I find it. I find it funny that when I got back from up there with you, some of my decks were laying out, and for some reason the Viking deck didn't get put back in the drawer like it usually is. And the Karmic looked at me. He said, "You took my deck with you?" I was like, "You mean my deck? You don't use them." But he picked this one out because it's the Viking Oracle. Yeah. Melissa, when it's thin like that, it means the energy around you is really, really dense, really heavy. When it's billowy, like when it billows out like that, it means the energy is lighter. There's more room for the smoke to move around. So when you're smudging, you know, chances are when you first start out, the the smoke's going to be real tight packed and everything. And as you clear the energy out, it's going to start being more, billowy and pretty and yeah.
It's clearing out my lungs right now.
Yep.
There, how about now?
It's starting to thicken up.
Actually, it has. When it's not beside me. Literally, look.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's me.
Issa. A temporary pause or halt. It is prudent to stop and wait for a better time. Be silent, regroup, understand that something may be frozen in place for a time. This is beneficial. Do not allow others to control you or your time. What I'm getting from this is there's a reason he's not letting you talk right now, because the state of mind you're in, and it's not just him that's not letting you do it, the state of mind you're in right now, you'd end up saying something you regret. So that's why there's not any real communication between you two. It's to keep you from sticking your foot in your mouth.
I heard everything you said. I was peeved because I coughed and almost pissed my pants. It's not funny. Should I wait sage myself? Because I followed myself. Should I sage myself too?
Sure. And no, it's not funny, but the reason I'm laughing is because I know exactly how you feel.
Oh, I can't even sneeze without crossing my legs because all the gear we had to wear in the military crushed my bladder. And I almost had
I know.
afterwards.
Yggdrasil. The tree of life. You are part of the tree of life. You belong. You are part of something bigger than you realize. You deserve
Yeah,
a
but the thing
wonderful
is
life.
if he watches your live and sees my temper tantrum, I probably already shut my foot in my mouth.
Yes and no, because I know he understands, the chit chatter between women. So yeah.
No, I didn't even tell you the whole story. I only told you bits and pieces, but you know that.
I know.
I only told you the pieces that basically hurt me and bothered me. Do you think I gotta crack a window tonight, or do you think no, I'll be fine? Just surround myself with smoke.
I don't think you need to crack a window.
Yeah, because it's fucking cold out. Because normally I crack windows so the energies can leave.
Yggdrasil. Tree of life. Yggdrasil. It's the tree of life. In Norse mythology, that's what it's called. Yggdrasil.
What about now? Nope, still thin. I'm trying.
Did you just fart?
No. You did, though.
No, I didn't.
Because if I would have yelled Karmic piss. Or Karmic session. Depending on how big my fart was.
Ah! Because that's one of the shield. She's a shield maiden, isn't she?
It's still. No, it's billowy. It's starting to get billowy. It's really billowy at the top, but yeah, it's getting billowy.
Mm-hmm.
Now look when I get close to it. That is
because You're letting other people affect your energy. Call your power back to you. Send everything that's not yours back to them.
I send anyone's energies and negative influences that are not mine back to them now, and I call my power back to me now with infinite abundance, and I let it allow it in my life now.
Oh my god, seriously, that is fucked hard.
What about fuck card?
I'm reading this card. It's the Gaz. It's the rune of the Elder Futark. Futark. And I seriously read that as fucktard. That says good things have arrived or are coming soon. It is the rune of the miracle of the dawn, the coming of the day, the first rays of sunlight after a frightening storm. It is the awakening of hope when it seems hope was gone. It is the first gentle happiness after a period of grieving, the understanding that we can choose pleasure after a period of sacrifice. It is the relief after much hard work. Dagaz is a protective force too. It enhances happiness by warding off anything that may challenge the happy state. It is useful in dispelling depression, inducing hope, and bringing forth a balanced mind and body. It was painted in yellow on the doorway of halls where happy events were held, ensuring not only that good times would be had, but that the people within would be protected from harm while enjoying themselves.
Oh, this is gonna smell fucking delicious.
And it's, I really don't care what your farts smell like. It's actually, the rune symbol is actually a sideways hourglass or a pointy infinity symbol, whichever one
It's
you
my
look at.
diffuser.
I
lit my diffuser with my sage and lavender.
did you?
What's the cedarwood do again?
It helps with sleep. It's good for oxygenating the blood. I use it in my hair mask, which I haven't done in a couple of weeks.
Do you think it will smell good mixed with the sage and lavender?
It should. It smells good mixed with the lavender, because that's my main sleep mixture in the bedroom is lavender and cedarwood. Now, vetiver is another good one. Of course, I'm partial to woodsy smells, anyways.
I only like cedar, so I like birch, cedar and birch. But then again, I like birch because you can eat birch. I love birch beer.
Well, vetiver, honestly, it smells more like hot sawdust than the cedarwood does. I mean, whenever I got my bottle of vetiver, I got it on a Friday, and I was really looking forward to
mix all three of these.
Yes,
You need to mix all three of these.
Yeah.
It is
Whenever I told you it probably would, but I got that bottle of vetiver on Friday, and I was so looking forward to getting it because my sponsor had told me, she said, well, if you like cedarwood, you like those woodsy smells like that, she said, you'll love vetiver. And I was so excited to get it, and I got it on Friday. And I got it with a couple other oils, my Christmas Spirit and something else. I opened all the other bottles to smell those, but for some reason I didn't open the vetiver. Well, when we went down to Kentucky to visit family that Sunday, I took my oils with me because my mom was wanting to smell them and everything. And I opened the bottle of vetiver at my mama's.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And as soon as I smelled it, oh my God, I almost started crying. And I let mama smell it. And she said it smells like, hot wood, fresh off the planer, hot wood, like Papa's shop. And I let my mom smell it, and she almost started crying. So it is one of my personal favorites because I like the smell of sawdust. It's a comfort smell to me.
Someone just said, "Where do you get these cards?" I'm like, I don't know. A friend gifted them to me.
What cards? The Game of Thrones deck?
Yes, ma'am.
I actually got it at a store called Box Lunch. Is where I got them. If I'm not mistaken, I think Spencer's has them now. And you could I think you can get them on Amazon as well now. It's just the Box Lunch was the first place I'd ever seen them.
I think they did have them at Spencer's, but oh well. I don't know. They were gifted to me. Find them yourself.
Well, now you can tell them. Check Amazon.
I sent the comment, and then you told me after I sent the comment. I feel better now, though.
Good.
I ranted a bunch of shit out. And then I followed. How many viewers we got? Just Melissa?
I think so.
Because, I mean, for anybody that actually hops on and sees this live, it's going to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The comments you're going to get from it. Watch, you'll gain viewers just because I'm an asshole. One down, then. You're welcome. Oh, I fired my therapist.
Really?
I fired her yesterday. She wouldn't listen to me. I kept telling her, no, I don't want to write that shit out. She wouldn't listen. She wouldn't listen. And then she's like, well, what if you come back in next week? Can we reschedule? No.
Writing it out will help if that's what you want to do.
See, I don't like to write it out. That's the thing, is I don't mind talking about it. I just don't want to fucking write it out.
And see, some people are different like that. But I've always liked to write. My legs are killing me.
There's a video on YouTube. It says, soak your feet in apple cider vinegar. The results will amaze you. Will you soak your feet and let me know what it does? I'm allergic to apples.
It's supposed to help shed the skin. It's almost equivalent to soaking your feet in Listerine. It's supposed to be like a pedicure type thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is I'm allergic to apples, so my luck, I would soak my feet in apple cider vinegar and have a rash going up my legs.
Well, you're not ingesting it, so.
But that's the thing is because I have been poor and have not had money to buy bananas in 2 years. My banana allergy went from mild to moderate. My apple allergy is still at a mild, close to moderate now, but still at a mild. So I keep eating like dressings that have apple cider vinegar in it. Occasionally I'll take, if someone's like, here, try this apple pie, or I'll try a piece of apple pie. But that's
I honestly don't think it'll hurt if you're not really ingesting it. Although the feet is the best place to absorb things from.
Have you ever cut an onion and a potato and put them in your socks and go to sleep?
No, thank you.
My friend does it with potatoes for her kids, and the potatoes will come out disgustingly black from absorbing the toxins.
Yeah, it's a detox thing.
Like, I know they get black when they're out in the air anyway, but they get blacker quicker at the bottom of the feet. But I used to do it with an onion. I need an onion right now, because onions, not only are you putting them on your feet to absorb out the toxins, they also help open up your sinuses. I keep forgetting to take my Mucinex.
It goes back to the whole reflexology thing. Every part of your body's connected to your feet somehow.
Because the drinking bone's connected to the party bone. The party bone's connected to the staying out all night long. You might think it's funny till you want to go all alone, because the drinking bone's connected to the party bone.
But that's why they say that the best place, one of the most beneficial places to apply oils for them to help is your feet, because the pores in your feet are bigger and it helps absorb it into your body better. That's why a lot of times they will suggest, if you want to do a detox, do it through your feet because it's easier to pull stuff out through your feet than any other part of your body.
Or you could just take a shit. That's very detoxifying.
Not necessarily, because your intestines can be, things can be backed up in there. Taking a shit won't do no good.
But it feels good after you do the shit and you're done. You're like, oh, I feel 10
But why do you think so many Americans now, which, yes, I still have one too I need to work on. Hush, I know. Have that pooch. It's not, really necessarily fat. It's your colon and your intestines are impacted with fecal matter because you're not expelling everything you need to. Because our diets are so...
I take 4 or 5 healthy shits a day. I think I'm good.
Our bodies are... You'd be surprised whether you 4 or 5 poops a day or not.
No, when I used
because
before I used to take care of my gut, I used to only poop like once a day and I would always be bloated. And then I started actually eating foods good for my gut. And now I take 4 or 5 healthy shits a day and I'm not as bloated as I used to be.
Yeah, because the American diet is so fucked up that we don't get rid of everything that we take in.
It's funny when I'm on the breakfast buffet and someone's like, oh, you got bacon. They'll take a whole plate. I'm like, that's hard to tack on a plate, And then someone will order sausage, like a plate of sausage. And I'm like, oh, so you want clogged arteries? Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's the funny thing is I don't like sausage, but I can always tell only my twin. I like that kind of sausage, but only my twin, if it ever gets up here, actually enjoy it. But I don't eat sausage, okay? And I'm talking about the food. No, that is not why I lost my voice. I am sick.
No, I'm eating, well, they're called Imperials, but they're basically Red Hots. And one went down wrong.
But anyway, I usually don't eat sausage links. I'm more of a bacon person. But my twin loves sausage links, and he's not so much a bacon person. And I've been finding myself eating more sausage links lately because I'm channeling his fucking ass. And onions. I hate fucking onions, but here I am eating onions all the time now.
Well, you realize the whole lecturing about healthy eating didn't come from me.
Well, he can suck it.
Stop it. I know.
He can suck it.
Bring your ass down here and fucking help me. Don't bitch at me like that.
Well, it's just like whenever my twin goes, you need to find a place to live. No fucking shit. I'm not preaching to you. Yes, you are. I hate that.
Yeah, he does it.
I hate it when he preaches to me and then tells me he's not preaching to me.
No. He flat tells...
Because I did to him about Karmic. You need to file for divorce. I know.
He flat tells me like it is, and then it's just like he used to always text me, as soon as he woke up in the mornings, until he figured out that my sleep habits were shit. I wasn't sleeping right. And I tell him, you can text me when you wake up in the morning. I don't mind. I said, it doesn't bother me. He said, no, but it bothers me. He said, you need to sleep. But the last time we talked, that Friday, I told him, I have to get up early Saturday morning. I said, I've got to get my 13-year-old to the school for basketball. I said, I have to get up. And I asked him, I said, can you text me when you wake up in the morning so I'm up? He said, well, I'm getting up at, he said, I'll text you at 3:30 in the morning. I said, that's fine. I said, that doesn't bother me a bit. I said, you know what? I like it when you text me when you wake up in the morning. I said, it shows that you're thinking about me. Oh. But then he'll bitch at me because I don't eat right. Because a lot of times I'll eat once, maybe twice a day. And he said, that's not healthy. That puts your body in fat storing mode. Yes, I know this. I'm repeating what you tell me and hearing myself say it. Yes, thank you. I know this. But, and I tried to get the Karmic to, kind of implement that as well. But he won't do it. And he's always bitching at me about his weight. I'm like, I try to help you. I try to give you, the advice that I've been given to help you lose the weight. You don't want to listen to me. Whenever I kind of correct you on what you're eating, you want to bitch at me for it. So don't ask me for help if you're not going to listen.
Do you want to go to video chat?
Are you talking and my damn headphones went out?
Yes.
Yeah. The fuck? Or did you mute something? Hang on. I think my headphones went dead and they didn't warn me. Hang on.
I said, do you want to go to video chat?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my headset went out. Because my hips are fucking killing me.
So whenever I was playing PS4 with the twin earlier, like I didn't talk to him. I literally just played games with him. I tried to get him to talk. He wouldn't talk. But I was playing with him. And it was like fucking headquarters on repeat. And I know he heard me. I'm like, this fucking again. And I think he did it on purpose just to keep making me play headquarters. Or not headquarters, hardpoint. And I hate hardpoint.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to end the live. And I'm going to go take a bath real quick. Because like I said, my fucking hips are killing me. And when I get out, I'll call you back. Okay. If anybody watched the whole thing, it's going on 3 hours. It's, half hours. 2:32:09. Thank you for watching. And see you later.